Alright, we got a 2010 Silverado here. It's the 5.3 V8. We're going to be doing the Radiator. It's automatic trans, so pretty easy. Let's do it. Alright, first thing we want to do here is just kind of take all these clips off. You can use a clip bowl like I got. You can use a flathead. Alright, next, just so it's a little easier to pull it out, there should be a hose clamp here on yours. So one here, and then one here. We'll just take this intake off. Pretty easy stuff. Now, next thing I'm going to do here is just pull this upper hose off. For me, it's a hose clamp right here. And then I have a machine that's going to suck the coolant out of the radiator. If you don't, make a little mess and just get a pan under the truck and have it catch as much coolant as you can. You can do that with the top hose and the bottom hose. And that should avoid the biggest mess possible. So do that. Alright, so there is a petcock on the driver's side on the bottom here. You just got to turn this guy, get some pliers, and then all that coolant will come out. You're looking to replace it first. Alright, after pulling this top hose, now what you want to do is take the bolts out for the radiator support and the fan supporter. 13 millimeters by the way. Next thing we're going to do here is get a 10mm and take that bracket off, and then we're going to pull the two sensors right there for the fans, and then pull that fan out. Another 10mm bracket bolt way down there at the bottom of the fan I didn't see. Also, to pull these sensors off, it's pretty easy. You just got to push right here in the middle, push down pretty hard, and then wiggle it out. Before this fan comes out, you do have to take these this transmission fluid line off right here, this top one. There's a little metal clip here that wraps around it to hold this hose in, and I'll show you the easiest way to do that right now. So it's a little hard to do with just one hand, but go ahead and get a pick and then get on the inside of this metal clip that's right here. You'll see it's pretty easy. I'll film it right now. There we go. So come right on out. Alright, once that top training cooler line came out, then the fan comes out real easy. There she is right there. Next, we'll just remove the other training cooler lines here. And I don't know if this is power steering or training cooler, another training cooler, whatever it is. Get rid of this shit too. And then this hose right here. And then this radiator is good to pull out. Alright, we got a radiator out. I made a little bit of a mess here, so with that we can kind of clean everything up here, get some new hose clamps if we need, make sure everything else looks good, make sure our other radiator fits and matches everything else off our old one, get our coolant ready, get our training fluid ready. You got to put a little bit in there, and then we should be good. Alright, we got a new radiator in. Now we're going to go ahead and get our lower hose on, get our cooler hoses back on, get our fan back on, put our sensors in, and yeah, we'll just go over first steps here. once you got everything put back together, go ahead and put about a quart into the trans dipstick right there to fill this trans up, because we did pull off that trans cooler. It has about a half a quart in it, maybe a little more. But yeah, I always fill it up about a quart. Should be good to go after that. All right, if you don't have a pressure tester, to check for leaks, go ahead and give it a start. Drive around, make sure the heater works with it, and then double check your reservoir here, and then put some coolant in if needed. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Should be good to go after that. Just double check everything else. You guys should be good. So all right, peace.